Hi there and welcome to Beauty Talk. My name is Linda, and if you didn't know me already, I love everything about skincare, makeup and beauty. And today I wanted to share with you this makeup, which is based on a very bright eyeliner. So it's this blue eyeliner, very beautiful color, sort of like an electric blue or cobalt blue, whatever you want to call it. And I wanted to share with you how I achieved this look. So if you're interested in seeing that, please keep on watching. But before, please don't forget to give me a like at the end of the video so that I know you like this type of content. But also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me if you do. It's going to help this community keep on growing, which it already is. We're nearly 500. So please don't forget to subscribe. And also don't forget to follow me over on Instagram and TikTok. I also share a little bit of beauty tips there, but also a little bit of my personal life if you're interested in seeing that too. So what else? Oh yeah, the other thing I'm going to tell you before we get into the video is that I usually put timestamps in these videos. So if you're not interested in seeing the application of the foundation and you just want to go straight to see the eyes, you can also do that. Something else is that I know I can speak a little bit slow and my videos tend to be a little bit long. So if you find that, you're falling asleep while you watch my videos because you think I speak too slow, well, there is a feature down here that you can configure so that you can see the video in a faster speed. So, so that the video is not so long. So think about that if you feel that the videos are a little bit too long. So now let's get into the video. So let's get started. I have already prepped my skin. I always do this. The key for great makeup, no matter if it is a very simple makeup or if it is a full-on face makeup that you want it to last a whole day, the key is to have a good skin prep, good skincare. So I've already done that a few hours ago actually. I've been wandering around my house with no makeup like this. And my skin, obviously I need to kind of like put something on right now. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more of eye cream. I'm using this is from Olay, from their 7-in-1 Total Effects range, because I tend to have like a bit of a dryish under eye. So I'm just gonna add a little extra now. And this is also gonna help for the makeup just to sit a little better. So today, instead of using a primer, I'm just going to use my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. It's my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, because you can use this also as a primer instead of using something like a cream texture. So you can use this. It's a little bit lighter and it's also going to help the makeup kind of like grip better to the face. So got that on. I think I need to move my hair out of the way. I'm gonna apply my foundation. I'm gonna use, this is a sample that I have. It's the NARS Reflect Night, most recent foundation they came out with, which is the light reflecting foundation. And this color is a little bit kind of like too pink for me. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that, back of my hand, and I'm gonna mix it. I'm gonna mix it with my Chanel No. 1 foundation, just to kind of like make that color a little bit better for my face. That's a little better. I will warn you that I am filming, I use my phone to film and I'm using the selfie camera, but still I don't know, my vision is not the best, so sometimes I don't see things very well. But I do have a mirror right here that has like it's a close-up, so that I can see what I'm actually doing, because it's not easy. Can't see and sometimes I miss things. So I'm just gonna blend this with my sponge. This is a sponge from Boots. If you live here in the UK, you can buy this in Boots. It's super affordable, and I think it's probably even better than the original beauty blender. You can still see some of that pinkiness coming through with this foundation. Pinkiness of the NARS foundation. Just a little bit. Don't particularly like it because I feel like my skin is a lot more neutral. But I suppose that now, once it's all blended, don't really see that so much. That difference. So obviously my intention today is, as usual, I'm not trying to have like a extreme perfect face, so you can definitely see some of my little bit of blemishes and a little bit of redness, but you know, the skin still looks a lot better and kind of a little bit more uniform. I'm actually out of my favorite concealer now, which is this one. This is the Touche Éclat, the high cover one. It's done. I need to buy a new one. And now I'm thinking of purchasing, I'm kind of thinking about two. There's two that I really like. So one is the Dior has come out with a new one, and I tested it on my hand a while ago and it just looks so nice. It was very creamy, very hydrating. And the other one that I know also works really well under my eyes is the one from By Terry, the one that's clickable, just like this Touche Éclat. So I'm kind of wondering between those two. If you've tried any of them, can you let me know? What do you think? And now I am going to use the Touche Éclat, the classic one, but this one I'm going to use it more as to correct a little bit of the darkness under my eye, because this is a kind of like a lighter peachy color. So it's more so to just correct a little bit, but also bring a little bit of luminosity here under the eyes. So I am looking a little bit blue or gray. Just gonna blend that with my finger. Just to neutralize a little bit of the darkness under my eyes. So now I'm just gonna apply a little bit of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This concealer, I know it's favorite for a lot of people, but for me, I don't know, it's not my favorite. I think it's a little bit too drying still on me. I'm gonna use a tiny amount though. And I'm also gonna apply it here, like it's a trend now. Following the trend, not today. I tend to follow trends, but I'm just gonna do that for now. And actually, I think this concealer is also a little bit too light for me. So that's why I'm also using a little bit, just a little bit. So I'm gonna blend that with a brush. And I'm gonna bring it all the way up here. And I actually have like this pimple here. Pimple or blemish. I'm gonna try and disguise it a little bit. And just blend this out. So for some extra radiance, I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. And sometimes I also use it under my eyes as before using corrector, and I feel that that actually works really well. But I already applied my corrector and concealer, so I'm just gonna apply it on the sides of my cheeks to have a little extra radiance. Just gonna blend that in with the sponge as well. Now I'm gonna move on with my cream bronzer. I'm gonna use the Chanel what is it called? Soleil Teint de Bronze. The Chanel, and just love this product. This is my second one and it's just really nice, and I'm already starting to think like, oh, when it's done, I don't know, should I buy the same one or should I try the one from Charlotte Tilbury? I'm really intrigued by that one. So if you've tried that one, tell me, what do you think about the Charlotte Tilbury one? The cream bronzer. So the way I apply it is always kind of like where I would, you know, the sun would naturally hit my face. I kind of blend it a little bit in the hairline and then kind of outwards, and then I come kind of like under my chin and towards the neck, just so that everything's nice and uniform. Yeah, looks really nice. So another cream product I'm going to apply is my blush in cream. This is from Stila in the color Sheer Lilium. This is like a lip and cheek product. It's not very popular, but I quite like it. I don't know why it's not that popular. So I take it the back of my hand first, and then I take it with the brush. blend it in to the bristles, and then I apply my blush quite high. Feel like that looks more youthful, just more modern, and I just like the blush. So I also apply a little bit on my nose just to look like if I've been kind of like tanned or something. Blend that in. I'm gonna go in with my setting powder, and this is also from Chanel. I quite like it. And I'm gonna use, I love this brush from Olay. It's kind of like a flat brush, almost flat, not really, but it's quite small and precise. I'm gonna check that the concealer is not in, kind of like in the fine lines of my eye, not settling there. And then I'm gonna go ahead with the powder. I'm gonna use a tiny amount under my eyes, otherwise it looks a little like too much. And I'm also gonna apply some on my eyelids. That kind of like helps to prime the eyelids as well, especially if you have oily eyelids like I do. And I usually just set like the center of the face. I don't feel the need to set the whole face with powder. And you can see already the difference from this side to this one. Also helps to kind of disguise that hollow that I have under my eyes. See, you can't really see it obviously with this in this angle. If I do this, you can see it's still there. However, this one on this side, you can still see a little bit of too much shine, texture, but once I apply the powder, it really helps to kind of disguise that. So if you've seen some of my past videos, you will have seen that I like to mix or combine cream products with powder products. And I like to do this because I like how it helps the makeup last a little bit longer, but also it just looks a little bit more natural somehow. Obviously, it depends on the amount you're using, and I'm only using very little amounts as you will have seen. And it just helps to the makeup look a little bit more natural, but also just nicer, and it also helps it last longer. So I'm going to take my bronzer from Guerlain. This is the classic Terracotta, and this is a great product for people who really are afraid of overdoing their bronzer. This one is like, you just can't overdo it, and you see I'm like, comes out very little on the brush, and I'm just going to swipe it gently into the same places where I put the Chanel cream bronzer. It's also going to help kind of like set it, enhance it a little bit more. You can also put a little bit on my eyelids, and just in general in all the same areas where I put the first product. Okay, you see it's not too intense. It's going to help it set. I'm going to do the same process with the blush. As you see, the blush is basically, it's just faded, and that's because this product from Stila, it's a very nice product, but it is not that long lasting. So I usually either go in with a second layer of this, or I go straight in with a powder blush. And today I'm going to use this Dior blush, which is from their Backstage line, and it's one that's gone viral, which is like this color that seems like it's crazy, but it's actually really pretty. I'm really happy I got it. Although I tend to be a little bit relentless in buying the products that everybody else is using. I don't know, I just feel like I want to use something different. But I don't know. If you've tried this product, tell me what you think. I so far really like it, so you have to like really be careful because it is rather pigmented, very, very pigmented. So I just tap it again where I placed the blush before, the cream blush. Just gently tap it a little bit over the nose, and then just bring it up. And that's that. So now you can definitely see that I have blush. So now I'm going to apply a little bit of highlighter. I'm going to use this palette from Laura Mercier. I don't see anybody talking about Laura Mercier's highlighters anymore, and I actually think they're so nice. They're very subtle. So I just mix these two. I'll tell you the name of the colors because you can buy them individually. So just mix these two and then I apply it here. Yeah, it's really nice. I really like how subtle. They're very, very subtle, these highlighters. Now I'm going to do a quick eyebrow. I'm going to start by using this pencil that is from Beauty Pie. I've been really enjoying this one. I find that it's quite affordable and it does a really good job. It's kind of like a drier formula, which is nice in my opinion. I think it's better. When it's too creamy, I feel like it just melts in the brows. I'm just giving them a nice little comb. Now I'm going to fill in any of the sparse areas and kind of like just give it a better shape. I am by no means a great person doing eyebrows, but this is what I do to kind of make them look sort of decent, because they never look perfect. Just need to learn how to live with it. So just extend ever so slightly. Now I'm just gonna set them with Charlotte Tilbury's Brow Fix. It's a clear gel, and I just like brushing them up. It's not like a laminated look, but it just makes them look a little bit fuller and also keeps them in place. Now let's go with the main part of this video, and I forgot to apply my eyeshadow primer. I usually do that when I prime my face, but I forgot, so I'm gonna do that now. And I'm gonna use this Beauty Pie eyeshadow primer, which is called Flawless Eyeshadow Primer. And this is very, like, has a lot of pigment, so I'm just gonna take like the tiniest amount. I'm gonna take a brush and I'm gonna blend that all over the eyelid, just to provide like a better surface for the shadow to go on. And because my eyelids are kind of oily, not that I'm gonna go out anywhere and I need that the makeup lasts all day, but I just want to show you what I would do if I did want it to last longer. And also using an eyeshadow primer can really help the eyeshadow just apply a lot more smoother and blend better and just look better overall. I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury. This is my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Instant Eye Palette. And I do need to buy myself some new eyeshadow palettes, and I do need to buy something that's more neutral, because I think this eyeshadow palette from Charlotte Tilbury is rather warm. I'm kind of getting tired of the warm colors. I think actually that we're moving towards more like neutral eyeshadows. I think that's what I suspect. But let me know what you think. What are the trends in eyeshadows this year? So I'm gonna just take this lightest color. So I'm just gonna put that all over the lid, mobile lid. I'm gonna come a little bit upwards into the crease as well. I'm just gonna take a smaller brush and I'm gonna take the same color and I'm gonna apply it under my eyelashes, along my eyelash line. This is just gonna frame the eye, but also just make the look a little more cohesive. I'm feeling like going in with another color, so I think I'm just gonna use a tad of this kind of medium darkish brown. Maybe take off the excess, and I'm gonna try to apply it mostly on the crease. So I'm just gonna focus it there. I'm nestling that there, and now I'm gonna start to move it like that, and then I kind of like bring it outwards. Yeah, that's it. Kind of like mixing it also with the bottom lash. Yeah. It's just to kind of like give a little bit more intensity and more dimension. So this is just giving the eye a little bit more dimension. Really like. Now you can leave the eye like this and move on to the eyeliner part of this video, which is, you know, a more colorful eyeliner. However, I want to keep on playing a little bit more with this eyeshadow, and I haven't used this in a while, which is the Charlotte Tilbury cream eyeshadow, and I like doing this look actually using a little bit of this color. So I'm just going to take it with the brush when I can find one. So I'm going to apply this with the brush. I'm just going to take a little bit. And this eye look, I've done it many times. It's one of my favorites, especially more towards the summer. Somehow I find I really like this look. It's just very vibrant, I think, and breaks up with the traditional. So I'm just going to put that on the mobile lid. Just gives a little bit of that extra shimmer, and yeah, I just love it. I'm going to take my eyeliner, my black eyeliner. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Coal in Bedroom Black. And I'm going to tight line just because I really want that contrast with the upper colorful eyeliner that you'll see. Want to make the eyelashes look quite thicker, so I'm really gonna nestle that in between the eyelashes. And you know what, I also want to do some waterlining in the bottom. If you want your eyes to look bigger, you may not want to do this step, but I kind of like how this makes my eyes look, to do a little bit of the waterliner just like that. I'm just going to go back into the palette, and I'm going to take a little bit of the lighter brown here, and I'm just going to kind of like drag it along the lash line just to help so that that eyeliner in the waterline does not kind of like, what do you call it, seep or smudge, budge, maybe that's the word. And it just kind of like also smokes it out a little bit along the lash, and I really want that right now. Yeah, that looks really nice. You could almost just leave it like this. It looks really pretty, and just put some mascara and you're done. But we're going to stay to the end to do what I wanted to do with this eye makeup. So now let's get into the eyeliner, the colorful eyeliner. I love using blue eyeliner, and especially with brown eyes, I think using a little blue just looks really great. However, it can also look really good with other eye colors, no matter if you have blue, green, and also I think what are the hazel eyes, just this kind of color just brings them out. This is from Kiko. I usually like to use first a pencil, like a pencil in the same color, and then I go over it with the eyeliner, the liquid liner. But I don't have a pencil in this color, so I'm just going to go straight in with the liquid liner. And I'm going to do the same process that I do when I eyeline my eyes. And I usually don't like to bring the eyeliner all the way into the corner of my eyes. My eyes are rather too close, and I think that by doing that makes my eyes look more closer, and I want them to look a little bit more further apart. That's why I start my eyeliner to the middle and then out. So I'm going to do that now, and hopefully I can bring you as close as possible so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to start by the middle out slowly and take my time. And then before I get to the corner end, I'm going to take a little more product too. So I look straight into my mirror, and then I'm just going to bring out a wing. I go over the fold. Like that. And then I'm going to just kind of like fix that wing, fill in that space. Yeah, but generally when you use a pencil first, it really helps the color look a little bit more intense rather than going straight in with the liquid liner. Although this liquid liner from Kiko is very pigmented, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. And this is hard to be talking at the same time that I'm doing this. And so I'm going to just fix my eyeliner. I'm going to fix that upper part. And there we go. Have this really bright eyeliner. I love it. Hope you like it too. So I'm going to do the same in the other side. Let's see. Let's hope that the other eye turns out the same. I'm just going to leave it like that. I think it looks fine. I think it looks fine. So I'm just going to leave it like that. It's long. It's not perfect. But you know what? It's also about having some fun here. I'm going to bring the eyeliner a little bit closer. And there we have the eyeliner. Make sure you let it dry before you go in with your eyelash curlers. And now I'm going to use my eyelash curler. Give my eyelashes a good curl. This is my Laura Mercier eyelash curler. I really like it. So one thing you should know is that sometimes when you use your eyelash curler, you can remove a little bit of like the eyeliner or the eyeshadow. So I think I didn't remove too much right now, but I'm just gonna give it a little touch up. And before I apply my mascara, I like to fix my makeup. So I'm gonna set my face one more time with Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. That's going to keep everything nice and fixed. And now I'm going to use my mascara, and I'm going to try this new mascara from YSL. It is, what is it called? Lash Clash. I've heard a lot of good things from this mascara. My favorite is the Dior Show waterproof, but I thought I would give this one a try. I haven't had good luck with the YSL mascaras before, but this one looks really interesting. And I have not finished my old mascara yet, but I just cannot resist to try this one now here with you. It's kind of a big, thick tube. It's also a nice big wand. So let's see how this perform. Obviously it's the first time I'm using it, and I find that the first time you use mascara, the first couple of uses, you can't really appreciate what it does for you because it needs to dry out a little bit. But so far from what I'm seeing, the brush doesn't get like overloaded, which is nice. So it doesn't get too clumpy right at the start. It's not very wet, as some people would say. I don't know about this mascara. I'm not sure yet. I have to try it a little more. I'm just gonna try and separate some of the clumps. As I said, I think the eyeliner went onto the eyelashes, so it kind of like interfered a little bit with the mascara. They do look quite long, eyelashes. Well, it's the way they look at the moment. They look a little bit kind of like, I don't know. I'm not sure how to explain it, but it doesn't look terrible. So for the lips, let's go for something neutral. I'm gonna use a lip liner from Chanel. This is in Rose Natural. It is the perfect color for me. As you see, it's almost like my natural lip color, but slightly intense, a little more intense. It's just gonna help frame my lips and make them look a little bit more fuller. Gonna use this lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Kim KW color. I think it's from Matte Revolution, I'm not sure. This is a very nude color, so it's definitely a color that you want to use with a lip liner, otherwise you're gonna look kind of like very pale. But I like these colors on me. It's kind of like a nice nude color. I usually like using a little bit of lip gloss. I just like that look better. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of this Vive Lip Dew. It's supposed to be like an oil, but I feel that it's more like just like a lip gloss. And just a little bit of that. Oh yeah, that's nice. So what do you guys think? Do you like this eyeliner? I love this kind of eyeliner. So this is the final look. Nice and bright eyeliner. I think the blue just really helps to make the color of the brown eyes just pop a lot more. I also like using other colors. Let me know if you want to see some other bright eyeliners. I definitely want to do another video on these kind of different color eyeliners. I think it's becoming a little bit more modern than just using black all the time, just using an eyeliner in a different color. And it's just, you know, it gives a little bit of an edge. It's a little bit different from, you know, the ordinary. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you stayed all the way to the end, I want you to know that I really, really appreciate your time. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I see you soon. Thank you for watching. Ciao!